Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. How, wow, 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 wow. Let's get YouTube set up. Yeah. All right, let's go. I'll get the chat open. We're gonna go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ha-ba-ba-ba. Ha-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ha-ba-ba-ba. That might be nice. Dog of Wisdom with a remix of Tyler and Son's music. Now I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's get started on the main drawing. First, let me do some fixes. As I can see, we had to do some changes for Cat. So May is closer. It's Cat. I don't know why the pen wants to be this big. I gotta undo. There we go. That, and then there's addressing the fact that she is incredibly tall like this. Maybe I can have her wearing some Christmas socks if she is invisible. Just barely, yeah. I love how absolutely guilty he looks there. Let's check the stream health. Only one data warning, but that was at the very start. I'll keep this page on. Transparent. Begin the process of cleanup and dry. I like the way I drew her eyes here, so I'm going to cop them. remixes. Perhaps I can keep the little bit of the eye like that. No, it doesn't look right. Yeah, at least it's an interesting idea. Did I get notified of it? I did not. Maybe there's something wrong with the stream. It is public. It says there's a concurrent viewer. They disappeared. Let me see if I find it. My subscriptals. Or no, that is me. No, yep, there it is. Alright. You know, I haven't drawn May too much. Every time I do, I think I really start to appreciate her character design because it's really nice. Rail says team. Merry almost Christmas to you too, Foxy. It's good to see you. Hope it goes well for you too. It's been going alright so far. Hey Moon, welcome back to the stream. Now that I'm all fed, we can get continued. And I had a cookie, so I'm in a better mood. I'm gonna have to think about other design aspects as I go along. Let me pull up May's the video I was using to reference May. Oh. Have you seen Coco? Had you seen Coco before? Or is this your first watch? Cause yeah, it is a pretty good movie. Let's see. Alright. Do our hair swoosh. Do our hairs first. And the resulting fluffiness. Nice. It's a good movie. One of Disney's better ones. And I'd say Disney as a whole. Although it is Pixar. That's the one of them. Super Idol. I don't know. I haven't really cared for it at all. I just know that it is a meme. Esther. If I have more time later tonight, I might play some electric guitar as well. Because I have my amp. And my guitar with me. I think a reference to pick I made for last time. Which, ironically enough, is not that far back in my video. Bill Wirtz. I'm happy that he appeared in the stream. I bet May's already asleep already, but if she's not, it might be nice if she stops by. Otherwise, it'll still be a nice surprise, as I initially wanted it to be. I was tempted on naming the stream Shh, Don't Tell May. I don't know if there is a joke. Hey, Truman. Alright. Now it's time to think about clothing design. I think everybody should be wearing some sort of sweater. Maybe I could say some funny things, like mine did last year. If I can get the view. Uh-oh. We in the red. Just as long as it doesn't go to no data. That's the one thing we gotta worry about. And seriously, if the stream does go down and I don't recognize it, please yell at me on Discord or in the chat. And by yell at me, I mean just like let me know. So that we're not just waiting here for a while. That red scares me. Because it seems like it's going to do that whether or not I'm here. Although, I think more importantly than the visual, because the visual can update every once in a while and still be okay. But I think it's more important that we can stay in communication. I still want to continue drawing though, just to have you guys here. Because I want to finish May's thing for tomorrow. That's a nice turtleneck. Used to look behind it. Alright. Since May is the most important character of this drawing, I'll make sure that I draw her first. Get her details down. She's putting the licorice hat on top of the marshmallow snowman, which I should articulate as well. Keep one layer for foreground stuff, although that's probably a mistake. And then one layer for background stuff. At least in the line work. We'll have the little bits that make up the snowman. They can be little dots of chocolate frosting. Have a little bit of chocolate residue to indicate that it is still just us building it and not professionals. Oh, and then there's the pretzel stick arms. about it with a little bit of salt. Some peppermint for the rim of the hat. This is gonna be like a big piece of licorice. Yo. I think the marshmallow snowman's my favorite part of this. Like the house itself. And my favorite part of the drawing is that we're all together. And then there's me taking a little nim. But the marshmallow snowman, like if I were making an actual gingerbread house, I think I'd want to do that because it seems super cool. At least in the way that I'm envisioning it. I don't know how well it would be when executing it in practice. Who's that in the drawing? It is me, May, and Cat. That's May there. It's Cat in the back. And then I'm the one taking a little lick of the candy cane fence. That's another part that seems like it'd be really cool. Thank you, Chris Columbus. Thank you, 1492. That hand doesn't look entirely right, but I think it'll be fine for the sake of this drawing. This song's a bop. Hey, hold up. Hey, Meg. Hold up a minute. Hello. Maybe. And you may or may not be building a ginger house with me and Cat. Gingerbread house, not ginger house. Surprise! Looks awfully familiar. I got all my other Christmas work done, and I decided that it would be time to make something nice in return. Because your picture was just so beautiful. Also, I feel kind of bad about the one last year, because like, and I had like the picture of Minecraft and all. Since the server has been since like decommissioned and all, like Chris and Cirque are going. It's like, I feel like it's something a little more personable this time around. Personal. It's the laws of equal exchange. When one person gets a gift, we return it with equal passion. I don't know. But honestly, I just really enjoy drawing for other people. And honestly too, your character is just like, it's just very interesting to draw. Like, I'm looking back at the ref sheet, and just in terms of experimenting a little bit. It's really nice. Yeah, that one was good too, but I'm hoping to make this one really nice as well. This is before I even got the details in. If shading doesn't take too long, I'm gonna full shade this one. It shouldn't though. It's like, once you get the line work down, flat coloring is easy. And some extra shading. The only thing that might give me some trouble is the gingerbread house itself, because I also want to put a boatload of detail into that too. All right. So we've got this arm. This arm will be holding the tube of chocolate frosting. I really haven't spent that much time on it. I've only spent about 2 hours thus far with just the sketch. So I'd say maybe feeling happy about it. That's all. The only thing that was giving me trouble was setting up the stream. When I was at my dad's house, there was a lot of latency issues, and it kept saying that my stream didn't have enough bit rate in order to keep functioning. But now that I'm at my mom's, I think it's operating a little smoothly. How about just being happy? I like that spirit in me. As for your sweater, I was thinking about putting something on it, but I can't really do something on the front because it wouldn't be visible. But maybe just in terms of coloration, I was thinking of like a darker green, unless another color would be better. Well, I mean, it's just in terms of difference of skill level. You're a lot more skilled at this sort of stuff than I am, and so you can do things a lot quicker. I still want to be able to make something equally of skill, you know, or not of skill, but of that, not value either, but just we'll say magnitude for the time being. Maybe equally that would be just without shading, or some light details, like the highlights and all. Or with the background, I could just sort of like finagle that, because I have like the positioning of the tree back there and the fireplace and all. And so I'm gonna make it blurry too, so I could just put like general details without having to worry about making sure the tree is fully detailed and stuff like that. Although honestly, I'm almost tempted to, just for the sake of experimenting, because the tree you made for mine was just, it was so detailed. Maybe that's what the gingerbread house is gonna be like, because just really taking up just something that's really intricate and detailed, you know. And I had a lot of interesting ideas with it too, like with the snowman having pretzel stick arms, a little peppermint top hat with a black licorice on the top. The fence is going to be made out of candy canes, where like it goes up halfway, and then the next cane starts to make it go over like that. And I'm going to have like peppermint or Necco wafers shingle the roof, little gumdrops in a flower trowel or whatever it is, and sorts of stuff. So just having fun with details for once, you know. No, thank you. that B is an icing baggie. Oh yeah, I forgot. I could pull them up now if you want before putting them on the DA. At least the ones I have on hand. Yeah, let's get them up. Open drawings. This is the one for Nick, who wanted to be holding a cup of spiced cider. I think this one turned out pretty nice. I had almost forgotten about the hat, but I got it on last minute. Then I got one for Zach. He likes Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it's the first time I've drawn him too. But it turned out pretty nice. Hello, Foxalo. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Then this one wasn't technically for Christmas, but Bella had her birthday not too long ago, so I made this for her. It was also wintry theme, and made one for Zero of his character Josh. This time around I didn't try and push myself too far though. Like, I did it mainly for people if they asked for one, and then other ones if I just really wanted to do it for special sake, you know. And that's what this one is. Because you made me something beautiful. I've been doing alright. How about you, Fox? Maybe I'll have a different layer for the table too. Nah, I don't know if I really need it. I don't want to get lost in layers, because now that I think about it, that's probably a good bit of the reason why drawing takes me a little longer. If I have to fiddle through layers, if I do ones on the wrong layer, I need to go back and make some fixes times. Yeah, it's like what I did last year where I had like the snowy background. I'm really thankful I found that snowflake brush because that definitely saves some extra time. Alright. I'm really happy to just getting into the spirit of drawing. Just drawing for other people, and oh, that's my back, or not my back, my jacket. I was gonna say my backpack and a jacket, and then it ended up just coming out as back. Like I find it really hard to like get into drawing for yourself, but when you have other people you want to draw for, you know, and then you got time to. It does conflict a little bit with my day-to-day interests because I've been heavily getting into gaming now just because I have time on the break. But you know, that always happens. I do still need to finish that other one, though, for hightailing out of here. I had forgotten about that once I started on working on these. But I'll get to it eventually. Yeah. It's not like I don't have any ideas or anything. It's that I do, but it's like, yeah, it's like you technically have a deadline when you're working for other people, because you don't want to have them waiting for years. Yeah. And so special occasions like Christmas and all make it really nice for that. Birthdays are the best though, because that's what I used to do a lot, and that's just for them for their day, you know. And when you do a holiday-themed drawing, they are nice drawings, no doubt, but then they feel like tied to the holiday. Hello, Atlas. Welcome to the stream. Like, I wouldn't wear a picture of myself in a Santa hat in the middle of summer, but it is still a nice drawing to have. And wearing it around the time of the holiday, it's like, if you take the enjoyment you get from having a single picture, and then you have a specifically holiday-themed one, it feels like twice as good when you wear it. So it sort of balances out. In a way, it can spark new inspiration to drawing. Yep. Atlas is tired of being the only fish in the server. Maybe 3. Well, by the way, the title of this file is called Mayday, like Mayday if somebody called that when they're flying a plane. But I didn't think that was Stormy. I just thought it was really cute, so I put it up. Especially since your birthday's coming soon too, because that's pretty much Mayday. Yep. It's a holiday. Oh, it's on the 23rd. Dang. Well, happy birthday. I thought it was on the 30th instead. My bad. Do I have it right? In the birthday list? December 23rd. How about that? Hey, Stormy. We're having a party. Everybody's having a good time. Woo-hoo. This is what the holidays are all about. Being with friends and family all together. someday soon, we will all celebrate Maiden Day together. Okay, turn down. I don't think it's alright. That's nice. Mayday trademark. I didn't screenshot it. Don't worry, Stormy. Hit. I think I'll save the gingerbread house. Just a platform. I'll just make that like parchment paper or something. No. I'll make it just like cardboard. That's what the gingerbread is, pretty much. Alright. Yeah, I was going to have it be like a little bite mark out of the corner, but I decided that he was just gonna lick a candy cane, because that way it's not actually destructive. It's just a little gross. I originally was gonna have, because Kat says, I hope it tastes as good as it looks, and then Annie would say, can confirm, with his mouth full of gingerbread. Although these things are hard as a rock, so I don't know. This is Annie off to the side, and then this is Kat, and then that's me. I really like to think that May and Kat are like best buddies in the universe of artwork, you know? Or at least really close buddies. I don't think it's far off to say. Like a mini comic. Yep. I'm a fun one at that. The problem was figuring out height versus perspective, because a Cat either looked way too tall or way too small, but I think this is just about right. Because she's standing behind, so she's going to look shorter than May and Annie. Well, maybe not against Annie, but Annie is taller than her. So if he were leaning up right now, his head would be about at the chair. And it's just he'd be about a head taller standing up all the way. I don't know. She might still be a little too short. I tried moving her up some though. If I try it again, let's see. I think that's a little better. No, you can see more of her anyway. I notice these things because I am the artist. She's short and she's proud. And huggable. I think that's it for her anyways. I really loved how you drew her in the picture you made for me though. But I noticed, yes you did move. It's crazy. Oh my god. copy these into the next layer. Let me check the volume. It might be too loud. Turn it down a little. There we go. That should be good. Stormy was saying that he had no idea how to draw a cat's ears and he was going to use that picture as a reference for now. And frankly, I think you have a better idea than I do of it. But I try my best anyway. I think you had like something interesting with the texture going on. And that makes sense. Oh, wait a minute, I meant to check. Because... yeah. Picture you sent. Thought I had favorited it. Maybe I did. I did. Yes, I did. So yeah, she's got 2 rings, but how old is she? Haven't been keeping much track there. Let's see. Her birthday was May 24th, 2002. Then she's still 19, but when she's 19, that's when she starts growing her 3rd ring. So her tail is going to be a little bit longer, and she'll have like the positioning for where the 3rd ring is going to be, like up at the base. But I can't fault you for not knowing that, because like that's just a really obscure small detail. But if I draw her in the future, I'm going to make sure to put that in different detail. 4 years of drawing animals with abnormally large animals. With normally large ears. Yeah. Same thing with me. Like, for me, that's just drawing fur. I've had a great time drawing fur and hair. Or at least in the style that I do it. But it makes it difficult when I try to make some changes. Wait, I hadn't finished cleaning up here. Yeah, although we could say though that because it's still like in the transition phase, that it's alright that it's not there anyways, because it's technically not there yet. It's still growing. Yeah, and the ref sheet does have 2 because she was in her 10 years, but it's kind of bad timing now that I think about it, because she'll be aging with me, and like just now she's turning into her 20s, so she's gonna have 3 rings where her older art is gonna have 2. So if I ever get her calmed, you know, there's gonna be some confusion there. It's like a small section of blue that's rising out of the old one, and right around by and it'll be like a gradual transition over the year. So it'll start to look more full form once she's like just about to have her birthday. But her birthday's in May. No pun intended. But, so, right now it would look like just a small sketch. If a full ring would look something like this around her tail, then the half ring would look something just like this. Like a little swelling. And it would be blue. It would be blue instead of purple. Or like a mid color, you know. At least that's how I envision it. Yep. Maybe I could do a little art piece about it and just be like, "Hey, cat, it seems that your new bubble's growing." Like, oh yeah, I hadn't noticed. Just to keep on pace with it, if I show anybody else, you know. Oh yeah, did you have a good birthday party? I forgot to ask that. Yeah. Because that's a difficult thing to keep track of. Sometimes, like, truthfully, if I was keeping Annie up to scale with that, he would have gray fur in the summer. Personally, I just like it better white, so I keep it that way. Yeah. I mean, my ref sheet is like 95% information about Cat, and then 5% of the actual art. Awesome. Did you get any special gifts that you were looking for? Because I was considering, like, with the Christmas drawing, that it would originally be all of them sitting around the Christmas tree opening gifts, but I wasn't exactly sure what I would make, what the gift would be. It's like trying to figure out what they want for actual gifts. I was considering that what I could do is, like, Cat got you a sketchbook, and then it would have another small drawing of it on there, similarly to this, or that, and then Annie would just be passed out in the corner with cookie crumbs all over his face. I don't know. In either one, Annie would be doing something silly. Ooh! That's always nice. The fancy restaurant part, and getting to hang out with friends. It's great. What did you get to eat at the restaurant? I think maybe she does. Probably not as well as I do, but I think she's getting there. If I make let me open up her ref, because that would be the place to find it. Yep, drawing is on her list. It is kind of far down though, so it's not like she's super passionate about it. But she is a runner. She likes to bake and cook. And she likes cinnamon buns. Maybe I gotta draw something like that. I really gotta draw a lot of things to go more in depth with my characters. There's just so much ground to go up with that. Or at the very least, writing it down in like a sort of story. Because writing, I think, is a lot less time consuming as far as like storyline goes. Because when you do a comic, you have to do the writing and the art, which makes it a little challenging. Classy breakfast place is like 30 stories high. Holy crap. Aw, that's nice. Cake's always good. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I forgot. I probably need to have bowls out here full of candy that they could have gotten from. Yeah. So here what we're gonna do. We're gonna make one bowl in the sketch layer. Uh-oh, no, Smash Mouth. I forgot to remove this one. I don't want to copyright the blasphemy. Yeah. It's true. Please don't curse us again. Yes, that would not be very good. So we'll make one bowl, or the sketch of one bowl. We'll copy and paste it, and then draw originals over top of it. I'll copyright YouTube themselves. If only. I appreciate the thought, Moon, but I think they're well above copyright. The same copyright rules. Cracks knuckles. Moon is ready for a fight with Yubel Tubal. That does not look right. I was tempted to have Andy stick his nose in a bowl, like just getting some candy. But I feel like he, for some reason, thinks it tastes better being on the gingerbread house. That makes sense in my mind. Actually, maybe I could just, I didn't draw them clean enough from the first time. Oh. There we go. Yeah. And then you see this guilty puppy look on his face. It's just his mouth full. Like, what? I don't do anything. I was hungry. Classic Kenny move. What I was amazed at when you were doing the speed paint was how quickly you were able to get the bubbles correct. Because that's what I struggle with the most whenever I draw a cat. I'm sorry to let you down, Moon. When I had a sugar attack, it was out of my control. I plead not guilty. I mean, I plead hungry. Oh, alright. See, I just take the whole thing and speed it up. You know what I would really like to do for speed arts, though, and which would probably make me want to do them more, is if you could have it fixated on, like, see the window up in the top right corner of Fire Alpaca? If you could have it fixated on just that, so you could watch as the drawing updates over time. But that's not an isolated window, so I can't just record that without the resolution being super small. I gotta look up to see if there's a way to do that. Well, I guess it's my fault then in terms of character design. But at least they're iconic and squishy. Maybe it's a specific program they have. Or just in the same way that I was going to do it, I thought I could take the navigator window and drag it out and then enlarge it, and then I go into OBS, because you can record individual windows. The only problem is it doesn't register this as an individual window. If I had two monitors, that might be the solution. Because then I can have it record on one monitor, and then have the drawing file itself update. Like if I just take that and move it off to the other monitor. Yeah, see, he had the same idea. The beauty of latency. I have a little bit of latency added so that the stream doesn't die on me, or at least in hopes that it wouldn't, because we were having issues before. So far, it seems like it's going all right. So yeah, I believe that would be the best way then. If I technically could have two monitors. I gotta figure out how to set it up. Because I've got the old computer back at home. Although I don't know if the technology for that monitor is advanced enough yet. That's good. That's good, yeah. Because when there's too high latency, then it makes it so conversations last like an hour. Or not like a whole hour, but like, you know, not as much gets said without things getting interrupted or whatever. There was a time, I think, that I had done like a stream where I had voice chat on a Discord, and people that came in would also be on the stream. So, sort of like in-time conversation could be done. But in that case, I think I've replaced that with just streaming on Discord, because I do that sometimes too when I draw. But then then I can't stream for you guys. Which is unfortunate. I really would like to though, because it's so fun to stream when I got the music going, and everybody can hear it. You can't, for whatever reason, streaming on Discord on my Mac doesn't like to work properly. Like, I can't get the audio to be sent through, and I can't get a. I don't know. There's just other issues that happen sometimes that don't make it as fun, or latency issues, or even worse there. At least for other games. Yeah, Moon's there. A lot of the people are, but then there's other people like Aspen, then Foxalo that aren't in the server, or if they were at one point, they've either left or got removed for inactivity, something. You know. So YouTube is the one place that anybody could come and watch me if they want to. So I think it's better to do it here anyways. And I could take the footage that I get from here and make speed art videos with it. I'm gonna get a bottle of water real quick. Well, I already have a bottle down here actually. I'm just gonna go fill it up upstairs. Give some Dancing Annie for the time being. That is not OBS. Here it is. I am back with agua. Yeah. There we go. Be careful of the home intruder Canadian geese. Who needs therapy when you've got Dancing Annie? Moon, I feel like you and geese have a history. Honestly, I'm pretty happy on my own, but Dancing Annie sure seems to make the day better. Yeah. Geese are very mean, and so it is best to stay away from them if you can. Also, they make a mess. I remember that because when I was little and I would play soccer, they would leave a bunch of crap all over the field, and then I would try not to step on it, you know. I would quicker hug a swan because swans are very cool. Even though they are very similar to geese. Oh! Wait. Yep. It's a good song. I think it's Blue Bloods, yeah. What's nice is that drawing her from this angle, her hair covers up some of her bubbles, and I don't have to draw them. Thinking about animation, because animation is one of the things that's on my New Year's resolution, wanting to do more of it. Oh yeah. If there's any chance I can avoid drawing a hand, I will do it. I definitely do like drawing hands is different, but when you draw like those thick stubby paws, those are really fun, because you could just draw them all like little nubs that are equidistant apart, and then you got the beans on them. They look so soft. Same. But hey, it's a shortcut, and that's part of what makes art fun. Finding shortcuts and different ways of doing things that are more effective. I would love to put my face on one of those boards. I've tried it a handful of times. No pun intended. Yeah. They're like little pill shapes. But beans. The beans are the best. One thing I still don't really understand is her hair. And the way that it's layered. It makes sense on like a two-dimensional plane, but if I wanted to try making her in 3D, it would have a lot more complications. That reminds me, Stormy, because he was doing things in 3D today, he had showed me a video of how to do an audio visualizer in Blender, and I thought it'd be really cool, and he said maybe I can make one of like a big Annie head, and then I said just my snout extends with the music. I think that would be really funny. Alright. Yeah. Glad you can make it. Yeah, or I could figure out how to do it. If I got a tutorial, I could figure it out eventually. That's what I love, though. You know, we're all in this sort of thing together.
whatever you want to call a group of friends. And then it's just like, we all have ideas that bounce off each other and make things really great. Like thinking back to when we did the drawing with Magnolia and on the boardwalk and all. It's like, where we were all doing all the stuff in the background. Like, I wouldn't have thought of half of that stuff. And we're all working together on it. Or if I'm streaming it, and then we can all see it. And we think of different ideas that go about with it. Maybe I can have Kat wear in the same color that you did for her in the drawing. Because I think she looked really nice in red.
They're nice to sit on, too.
What? Yeah. I think the way of doing this is drawing our hands first, and then noodle claws, and then drawing our arms connecting back to it. I was confused for a second. Pardon my doofusness. I had a brain fart. Yup, that's not right. I think we just gotta take her fingers, shorten by that much, and then indicate that it extends beyond. No, I gotta make it more of a tighter fist, because this is a little plastic bag she's squeezing at the end of the day. Do the one in front first. I like the way I drew them here, because I don't think I've done it from the side. But when they're pointed back like that, I really just like big ears in general. Aw, that sounds cute. There you go. That looks more natural. It would be really fun if, like, if you did have huge ears, if they were just so lightweight that you could bounce up and down and they would flop so much. Oh, that would be huge. Really entertaining, though. I would want to see sleeping bag sized ears. That gives me an idea for a drawing. Yeah, that's the fun thing where it's like you have ideas that are mildly cursed, but it works. Like you're really curious about them, and it has a sense of sweetness to it. Yeah. Well, maybe if you had ones that weren't made of the fur. If you just had fabric, like. Or if you make it like that little plastic that a kite is made out of. Oh, you have a fursuit. Or the head sort of thing. I knew you had like the paws. But I didn't know you were going for further of that. Or unless I'm misreading. That's awesome. I don't know if I've seen it yet. Probably haven't, but that'll come in time, you know. Alright. You know, I've been considering it a lot recently. Just the idea of getting one. I would definitely have to save up a lot, but my internship opportunities that I got at college, it makes it a very real possibility that I could afford one. I mean, I would put other things first, like covering actual college expenses and then food and all. But, you know, it would be so great. As long as I get one that looks nice. The main thing is just the head. If I could get the eyes to look cute enough, then I would invest in it. But the problem is oftentimes they fall into uncanny valley territory. So I might have to design that on myself. That'd be really funny though. It makes me think of that when I made 3D Annie and I had the little dance party segment at the end. It's not a matter of whether or not I could afford it. I could buy one right now, but in terms of financials, wanting to save for college is a priority. You know, that comes first. And then otherwise, in forms of security, rent, possible housing, food, income, sorts of things. That all comes first for me. Yeah. That seems the smartest way. Because heads are probably like a decently expensive part, but a full bodysuit versus like 2,000 versus, I bet a head would probably be upwards of 500 at the most. Yeah, I don't wear that around though. I'd need the whole ensemble. I feel like if it's just one portion of it, then it just doesn't fit right. I did wear it a little when I was younger, but, you know. I'm not looking to buy a house right away. I'm just looking to get rent. Or someplace to stay. I could probably stay with my parents for a little longer. But having a place of my own, and then with roommates, I could definitely make it work. We just need to find some. There was a Shark Tale at the Zoo gift shop today, and I saw that. It was this close to buy. Watch it now. Aw. That would be so fun, though. You could look like you're swimming with it if you swing it back and forth. Newer New Jersey. That's funny. I mean, the apartment that I'm in right now is a little on the pricier side. It's like $900 a month, but in terms of the other options I have around campus, it's a great amenity-wise because it's a very nice, livable place. They got good amenities inside the building, like they got a whole game room, a theater room, built-in gym, and it is literally right next to the building where all of my classes are going to be next year, so I'd hardly have to worry about making a walk in the cold. Actually, and I mean for this term, because it's going to be really cold out, and I do not want to have to walk like a mile to get to class. But yeah, so that's the good part about it. But as far as staying in my own place, you know, maybe once college is done, or at the very least on junior year, because next year in pre-junior year I've already signed up to stay in the house again, because I just like it a lot. I like having access to the theater room, and currently with the people that I'm with, you know, and I won't have to move my stuff around as much. Yeah, if I'm staying in the exact same room, it should be good. But looking later on, if I get enough saved up from co-ops and all, it'll be pretty good. Yeah, theater is so great because all I gotta do is bring my computer down there, plug it into the thing, and just play Guitar Hero on the huge screen. It is so much more fun than playing on just my computer alone. I tell you what. And I actually had somebody down there to do 2-player, and I could bring more people down because they have 2 Guitar Hero guitars now. It's so great. Maybe I could host an event where it's like everybody comes and plays Guitar Hero. We'll have rotations. Aw. Moon, you've done plenty special with your life. You're a great artist and a great friend. And hey, you passed your math final. I mean, we were working on it a lot together, but I'm really proud that you did. I'd say that's pretty special, that you were able to make such a comeback despite the circumstances. Not anyone can do that. It's still a bit of a challenge, but we were able to get through to it. And your art, too, is a special style all your own. Hip hip hooray for the moon today. You're welcome, Moon Pie. And I'll be there to help you out too if you need it for next term. Maybe not as much because I'm going to be a little busier this term, but I will still be happy to help out. It's kind of a nice refresher for me too, because like a lot of the math stuff that I had remembered all of a sudden, you know, I just feel nice that I was able to learn it the first time. I hope you just don't have to go into statistics, because I took statistics in college, but I am very bad at it. Or not college, in high school, because it was an advanced course, so I don't know if you need to. But the math there is very confusing, and I don't have many explanations for that. Aw, thanks, Mooney. And you too are a great friend. And I'm glad that you're a part of our life. Hi, Truman. Welcome back. Oh. Well, it's good to hear you talk again, is all. This is looking good so far. Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't want to. It's at least an opportunity. Ah, okay. That's totally understandable. Your park's crazy, man. Well, good luck with that. Ooh, I got the belt cheese again. Oh. Back to music. This is a great song. Now to draw Annie. I'll save the gingerbread house for last. Both because I think he looks super cute and silly, and also because that's going to take the most work. If I'm going to do anything off stream, it'll be that. Hoping I can get it all done tonight. I know you guys. I know May might have to go to bed at some point because it's like 2 a.m. there, or 3 almost. But you know. Oh, nice. Well, the theme park still sounds pretty cool. I'll be sure to stop by once you finish it. Or at least when you get a good bit of it there. Well, if you want to stay up late, you know. I'll keep working on it until we're done. Thinking about it though, we have been going for quite a while in terms of effort. We're about 4 hours in total. I think closer to 3.5. But in any rate, it's still like, as you were saying before, May, it is a lot of effort. And if you don't want me to do too much, maybe I could just do a flat color with some basic highlights, because just a little bit of a shine does good for it. I know the soft shading itself is usually a bit finicky, but you know, and I've got the whole background still to deal with, but I think it'll still look nice with a flat color. Because anyway, it's like, it puts more emphasis on the line work itself and the cartoony nature of it. Like back when I did comics before, or that one comic I made for French class, where I was working at a restaurant. You know, something like that where it fits more with like a lack of shading, or at the very least little bits of shininess. What do you have left to do, Annie? So I've got to do line work for Annie. I've got to do the gingerbread house, the background, and then I've got to color everything. So coloring might actually take a little bit of time as well, because the gingerbread house in the middle is going to be very detailed. And I'm going to have to color in each like the little gumdrops and candies and all sorts of things. And then little brushes of shades. I won't put so much effort into the background because it's going to be blurred out anyways, but you know. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I used to live in Virginia, there were people that we'd be hanging out with, and I think it'd be really nice to get back to connect with them. Although it would be really hard, like, because I was most definitely a very different person back then when I was just a child, like I was still developing, and they probably were too. So it would be difficult to like get reacquainted at first, but it would be a nice reconciliation either way. It's worth a shot, at least. You got nothing to lose. And yeah, there is the whole thing about Facebook being Facebook, but really, there's not much data that's even going to bother being collected. Maybe in terms of advertising, but advertising's still going to be there anyways. So I've just decided not to care about, like, people looking for your data, unless it's, like, looking for credit card information or anything like that. But Facebook can't do that, unless you actually buy things on it. Like, I'd be more worried about Amazon doing that than anything else. But, you know. Would love to color my projects for this winter, but no damn stylus, so Blender's my only option. Well, if you want, I could color it. At least a flat color, because flat color is just real easy. I can assure you. Like, it's really just putting a fill bucket to things on a different layer. I mean, if there's a lot to color, it'll be a little time consuming, like this gingerbread house will be. But you know, it's not a big deal. It's why I colored those other stickers and stuff. I think I gotta make the little candy cane fence before I get started on this. Because he's going to be licking it, and I want to make sure that everybody's on. I think that's my favorite part of the house, the candy cane fence. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it would technically work in the real one because the candy canes would definitely be a lot taller unless you get like the really, really small ones. Maybe it will work then. Well, then it would be just like a little. It would just be like a little guardrail. Whatever works. Yeah. From what I've seen in Stormy's doing Blender, he's doing really crazy stuff with it. I mean, not to extreme amounts, but like for just learning, I think it's still really good. And he's probably gonna refute that, but you know. Yeah. Lambda looks pretty cool in the way that he did it so far. Let's do this in the same way that we had done the bowls. Copy and paste. Well, I'm going to eat the gingerbread house because it's yummy. Well, not the gingerbread part. Maybe just a little candy top. If you've ever tried, though, like eating the little fond or whatever is used to hold it all together, that's like cement. Hello, Trico Joe. Welcome back to the stream. Or, not back, but like, to the first one. I'm getting a call. I'm going to mute real quick. Just one sec. Alright, so that's not good. Yeah. Alright, see ya, Stormy. Sorry I didn't get to say that. But, yeah, I was sleeping over a friend's house the other day for a good long while, and that friend, a few days before, had saw a relative who had just tested positive for COVID, and so means there's a good chance that I have it. Although I did just get my booster shot yesterday, or 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? No, it was yesterday. So there is a possibility that I could get it. I think a pretty decent possibility at that. But since I am vaccinated and have the booster, I don't know if there's anything I really need to worry about. It's just that it'll make some things complicated in terms of going back to school or like with family matters as well. Oh, alright. Gotcha. Yeah, I hope not either. But it's more or less just because of the other things that will stir up from it rather than the illness itself. I have access to tests, I think so. I don't know if I have them. Like, I know some people are able to take the tests home themselves. But otherwise, I could probably go to a place to get it done. So this is what we're doing. This might be one of those cases where I don't actually draw over it again, but just use the same ones because this looks good. All right. Oh, that's handy. Handy and candy. Uh-oh. This looks good. Oh, shoot. This would probably be something I would want to color before I get too far into it. So that I shall do. Same with these other things. If there's anything I'm going to be repeating over and over again, definitely something to color first. Alright, we'll make a layer underneath. Oh, I love this song. I am smart. I have achieved the smarticalness of 3. So if I were to do shading, I would just do things like this. So like an occasional shine on the edge, you know, because it gives a little more depth to it, but it's nothing crazy. Yeah. Well, I'm happy I got to see you too. Thanks for stopping by, May, and I hope you like where this turns out at the end. And I hope you have a good night's sleep too. For Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and then Christmas Day the next day. Ooh, that looks delicious. No wonder Andy's gonna be licking them because it looks so good. I got you. Thanks for your concern, May, and I'll be sure to follow up on that. Where ya? And early Merry Christmas to you as well. That's very nice. Later, May. And I send a little heart too, if I could. This legit makes me happy. Joe who, Moon? Oh, Trico. Gotcha. Maybe he is. This is why I should have done it beforehand. I'll have to move Annie over just a little bit so that he's still able to lick the thing. Trico's a nice member. I've only been on here a couple times, but the times he's been on here have been nice. That looks so nice. Oh my goodness. Hello. I'm streaming, so if you unmute, yeah. Alright. Back to the draw. There we go. Excuse me. Thanks, Mooney. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Because all these candy cane layers are in a different spot than I'd like, we're going to take Annie's hat, and then what will be Annie, and then draw him on a separate layer, move him to where we need him to be, and then put him back on the same layer. Ooh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be back. Let me get the VRV screen up. reinvigorate myself, I will be having a second cookie. This time, oatmeal butterscotch.
Cookie. Uh-oh. Didn't mean for it to move on to that, but I'm okay with it. Did I take the screen off? Yes, I did. Yeah. Alright. Excuse me. Milk cheese got me in a place of burps. This is the perfect expression of how I would act in making of a gingerbread house. I just filled up with a bunch of sweets and goodies. And I am ready to draw. Thank you, Moon, for the warm welcome back. Is it already almost Christmas? Yeah, I'd say so. This is gonna be the Christmastiest Christmas ever. It's good to see you, Trico. I don't know whether to call you Trico or Joe, or just Trico Joe. Trico Joe's fun to say. That's fair enough. Oh, I'm sorry you'll have to be working on Christmas Eve, but I guess it is what it is, you know. Like, I wouldn't mind too bad if I were working on Christmas Eve, unless I had to work for like the whole day, or working on Christmas Day. If I didn't have enough time to be with my family at all, I'd say that is a problem.
Unless you don't celebrate Christmas, because that's also very possible. This song is very nice. The Red Sun's the best. Hey, Mom, you're the best. You make the best coffee too. Yeah. I love how guilty I made him look. It's like, nah, nothing to see here. But deep down, they know. They know the cookie monster I am. I would have plugged in my phone. Oh. That's interesting. What about the rest of your family, you know? Or I guess it's your way of saying maybe you celebrate it on your own, like going out to get gifts and have sweets. That's pretty much what a lot of Christmas is, on the material side of things. Cookies, sweets, presents, and all that stuff. That looks even sillier on the flip. Maybe I could take a break soon, as May suggested. Maybe during that break I could play some guitar. Well, I could still stream though. If anybody would be interested in it. He just looks so silly. And I love that. Maybe I'll take a break at 10. Tempted to try and play Pilot Red Sun music on it. Hobby. Okay, 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna check my stream health real quick. What is this? Stream's current bitrate of 6,000 is lower than the recommended bitrate of 4,500. That's not math, YouTube. Get it right. Oh. My concurrent viewers is off. I guess the people aren't here. Oh well. I think it's a good time for a break then. Okay. In such a case, I will take a break from drawing. I will save, and I'll get back to this in a bit. But, for the time being, because pretty much everything was accomplished that I wanted to have done, in the sense of like who sees, you know, pretty much everybody that I wanted to see has seen it so far in the progress. And so, I think it is time for a little break. If I come back to streaming later tonight, actually I probably won't because it's too late at night. But I will still continue it and I'll post it in the server when it's done and then to DeviantArt. But yes. Alright. Thank you to everybody that was here. If anybody's left. And I will see you guys soon. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you anytime after that. Alright. Adios.